you'll see it. You hit watch and
Oh,
then
okay.
cancel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's coded that way, but that's how it works.
Yeah. And today I learned.
Let me advertise real quick.
All right.
So
we got two Scorpion Stronghold decks.
yeah, so it was funny because Shen picked. I think Shen's Stronghold was the weakest pick. I think he should have picked Shiranishiyama.
Okay.
Because we were talking about strongholds and he's like as people saw in the last games, stats are at a premium, right? So having your stronghold be able to be worth stats is really important. And so like Shiro Nishiyama is pretty much always like gonna be like +2/+2.
Stats or like Kevin's, which is a stand.
Yeah,
Stand is
exactly. Like
also very
and
good.
stats, right? Like
Yeah, I mean it could be both. It was both last game because of Mark bidding 1, which means it was on from turn 1 basically.
yeah.
So let's see how Seven Stings Keep actually performs here. I mean it should be okay. It feels like it's better in the regular Stronghold because of people having like generally better provinces. Like everyone plays the best ones, like Shameful and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Let me just grab these deck lists for myself.
All right, let's see. Looks like they started.
Oh, Fushicho showed up on Shinsei's Last Hope. You just buy that, right? It's just a 6/6 that you can stand.
But also, I guess you'd buy it with Fate.
You just buy it with Fate, right? Because it costs 4.
Yeah.
You just buy it with like 2 Fate, right? Maybe 3.
Vegeta seems pretty decent as well.
Kevin just buys. He just buys Fushicho with 3 Fate. I love this. This format is amazing.
And I mean it's KB, so
yeah, and Fushicho doesn't have any glory, right? So like this is actually
Yeah.
just a 6/6. Like that's gonna stand.
Yeah.
Like this is actually way better than I thought it would be. Like this, maybe like the only other character in his deck that's better on this is Kasada.
Yeah. That's also a very good one. But even this one is also since it's balanced stats, it might be even better. I mean, Kasada has
the action or the static, right?
But then again, it depends on like against Dema's deck, which focuses mainly on the attachments.
That's true.
The ability would probably not help that much.
So Kevin can do this 2 different times. Kevin has Aeronet also. Who who also can come off on Shinsei's Last Hope. To be fair though, Kasada can wear attachments and gain more stats, right? Whereas these characters can't.
Yeah, that's true.
Amazing.
And compared to Fushicho, when you hard cast it with Fate, at least Arnett has a text box that might be relevant.
Right, yeah, exactly. That you might get something out of it.
Yeah, either you get extra Fate or they reveal and give you information. See, they both pass through. Oh, Shen is going for the favor here.
Infinite Finesse. I think that Seven Stings Keep is worse than a Stronghold that gives you stats. So, for instance, I think Seven Stings Keep was worse than Shiro Nishiyama. I actually think the Stronghold metagame in quotation marks of this might be the weakest, because I think that the Strongholds are actually pretty clear cut which are the 7 best ones. Well, obviously people can do different things because there are so many Strongholds. Yojin no Shiro might even be better than Seven Stings Keep also, just because stats are again at a premium.
Especially if you can get a bunch of smaller characters.
So Kevin just buys Tagashi Initiate for free because of
It's for free, but it requires you to spend a fate as attacker to actually have some stats.
Well, he might just stand it for a favor, or like you know what I mean.
Yeah, that that's possible.
I don't know if that's worth your dynasty action, to be fair, but that is actually I don't like it because it'll just get killed by Ujina.
That's true, but he's first player, so he's gonna get to use it first, right?
Right, sure. Okay, so Shen's gonna pass here, I
But I
think.
guess he could just go void if he wanted to attack, and even if it goes away, I guess then he wouldn't be able to stand it.
Yeah, but you want to stand Fushicho anyway, right?
Yeah.
So Shen has both Kachiko and Conflict Tadaka, which is why he's decided to pass twice. Or not pass twice, pass here with 7 Fate. So definitely after he picks up his 8th Fate is the possibility. Wait, Shen doesn't have a roll.
He does have a new name though, and two void provinces, so he's probably Seeker of Void, right? He has Brothers Gift Dojo and Kuroi Mori.
Yeah, he's Seeker of Void.
Yeah, and then a new name as well, so he must be Seeker of Void.
How did
Oh, he didn't even have it on Jikoku.
yeah, like his roll like is not in the game.
Oh, so he's gonna
So
have
like
to
if he flips
manual
up a
the
Seeker
Seeker
province,
Fate.
he's not gonna trigger Seeker of Void.
Yeah, he's gonna have to manual the Seeker Fate.
Yeah, I just looked at it now. His deck list doesn't have a roll. He didn't assign himself a roll. So when he imported it, it imported it incorrectly. Well, not incorrectly, just imported without the roll. Whereas like like all our deck lists have our rolls.
Yeah, so I mean, it imported correctly, but the original Bushi Builder deck
Oh,
list
he played
is
Seize the
erroneous.
Day. I forgot he has this card. All right, so for those of you who don't know what this card does, which is unsurprising if you don't, it's a one cost event that costs less if you have 2 or more opponents, so it's a multiplayer card, and then after the conflict phase begins, you become the first player.
So this card is actually pretty nuts in skirmish. It's
Oh right,
actually playable.
because going first is so relevant for racing.
Yeah, but in most other formats, it's kind of useless. So
Yeah,
see
so
here we see him triggering Seven Stings Keeps, naming one. Fushichu blocks, and he goes void to be able to remove the initiate at least.
yeah, maybe you're supposed to put 1 on the initiate because of this.
Yeah, I think that would have been a better choice. Or
Sh-
at least, or not buying it at all.
Shen can't really play mind games with this because of he only has 1 character that can attack, so it's not really.
Yeah, I guess that's +1/+1.
Look, Grasp of Earth, one for +1/+1. That's right here.
Well, here comes a new name. Would to go up to winning. What would you do with the void? Take 1 off Fushicho, I guess.
Yeah, because then next turn on your first attack you can hammer void again, and then you remove it before it stands. Oh yeah, I remember. So I read this card and it was just so bad.
Yeah, so see here you got -0, but at least you got a random card. But
Yeah,
then
for those
again, the
of you who
random
don't know what
card
this card
in this
does,
format is not as good as a random card in the regular format.
if this card costed 0, I would be happier to play it.
Yeah. I mean, 0 for a random discard would be very
Shoshiro
good.
Adorai, that you asked why that didn't play hand to hand. That would imply that hand to hand is a good card, but you can only play it during military conflicts.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, hand to hand is pretty terrible.
hand to hand is the maybe the least bad Well, I guess prepare for war is the least bad alternative to like let go, like something that
Yeah, that's fair.
you might want to play.
In this format, hand to hand is at least reasonable because there is so little attachment control.
Yeah. I mean, let go is definitely the best one. Calling in favor is the second
I
best.
actually think calling in favors might be better because if
Oh,
you
in this
accidentally calling in
format,
favors,
it
normally your
might
opponents
be.
have let go.
Yeah.
Whereas like if I get
So
to
in this
steal a big
format, it
attachment from
definitely might
somebody
be.
onto like a 3 faded character, I get to benefit a lot.
Mm. He actually elected to take one fate off of Nergui here.
Interesting.
I'm not sure about that. There we see the Fushicho stand with KB. There's no +1/+1 though, so he's only a 6/6. Crime Maiden discards Pathfinders, Wayfinder, and Masterpiece. Crime Maiden seems like a very bad card in this. Even though he has a bunch of spells, is definitely not enough to make it consistent.
Kevin has actually like a decent amount of spells where I think triggering it is probably always right.
Yeah, I mean, you still want to trigger it. There's no reason not to, because there's just random cards off your deck. They might as well just been on the bottom.
Well, I mean, if you
So
didn't have any
if you
spells, you
get
wouldn't
something
trigger it,
that's
right?
just plus, right? Because you're not gonna go through your whole deck in one game, probably anyway.
Like you only trigger it if you have at least one spell, you trigger it.
Yeah, and if you don't expect to go through your whole deck. So here he hits defend the wall. See if
Yeah, infinite
Shen
finesse. I got both let go and calling in favors. I think it was like
see if Shen decides to block here, or if he just lets him break it.
like round 7 or 8. I got both. I was first pick, so I was the wheel. So on like 7th, I took let go, and then next I took calling in favors.
Generally feels in this format like attachments are very good, right?
So we banned most of the really dumb attachments, and then
Yeah,
like certain ones we have to keep looking at as we play the format.
yeah. I expect so. I mean, should be some that are just like game winning if you play this and then you just win the game.
Yeah, like Tetsuo is banned, Watch Commander, Talisman,
Yeah.
like all of those are gone. Kazue, Greater Understanding. We see Shen play Tainted Koku onto the Shrine Maiden, which is actually pretty sweet because then the Koku will go to somebody else after this.
Yep. Pretty good. And he can't play it on Fushicho because it's no attachments. So
Does that mean he can't move it to that character also?
yes.
Okay,
It
I,
would just be
an illegal target.
guarded. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if no attachments meant that you couldn't play them on them, or if it just couldn't have it ever.
He couldn't have it ever. So the only way you put an attachment on it is if you play something like um, it,
Like Student of
the
Anatomies.
Trick of Light, and
Oh,
then
sure.
like cloud it or something.
Yeah, and the attachment has to be specifically be Cloud, right?
See, here we drops a seal of the Phoenix to go up to winning.
Kevin's pretty priced into winning this because Defend the Wall on Earthring is pretty miserable.
It would be pretty bad. Even though I don't know, does Shem play any stands or anything? He plays a couple
He
of
played his
characters.
Clarity, so that's one of them.
Yeah, but Clarity played the last conflict, right?
Yeah, I'm seeing if he has any more.
Yeah,
Oh, he has the Mountain Does Not Fall also.
yeah, he has Mountain, but Yeah, we'll see when, because otherwise, Nurgle would have free reign, which he would kind of have anyway, because he could always just push someone out.
Yeah, I don't know if Kevin has any. Will have the requisite force to give to Nergui to even break.
Let's see what he has. Kevin he plays Pathfinder's Blade, which was discarded. He plays a bunch of +1 things. He has Storm.
Yeah, he can't play Storm. He has no Shugenja.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it
he can
has
play
to be
Kalos
characters.
Ashigaru. That would be his best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heroic Resolve is only
Drop
+1.
another character.
What'd you say?
See? Oh, the 1x assassination comes out for. Ooh, and hits the cunning magistrate. That's pretty nice.
It's funny. Cunning is so good against Kevin and like very medium outside of it. Kevin took that card pretty high. I was pretty surprised. I was really hoping to get that card a little bit later.
Oh, here comes another poison. Fury Madness goes down to 0. Oh, yeah, and it's on the Ashigaru that we talked about. It's gonna at least put him at winning. And now
He did have the Ashigaru.
this Nurgle is pretty neutered, right?
Yeah, Johnny. Shinsei's Lasso paid for the bird. Yo, Johnny, do you want to get on here for the TriCast? That way I can kind of eat a little bit too. Let's see if I can add Johnny in here.
Yep.
All right, never mind. Johnny ruined it for us. We had the opportunity for the trifecta, but he balked.
Oh no.
Oh my God, he flipped one of his 3 holdings on Shinsei's Last Hope.
And he has 3 holdings. He should have done the Shen has 0 holdings.
Yeah, I
That
actually
way
think that might
there's
be
0
correct. It
chance.
depends on what they are. So a secluded shrine. No, he has to play Geisha House. I think Geisha House is too good with KB, and Court
Geisha
of Deception might be also very good.
But definitely Geishas with KB is just way too good. Retsugu is pretty nice, but then again, he doesn't have the stats.
Yeah, Retsugu is actually only pretty medium because if you don't have the swords, she's actually not that big. Like the Sujina is a 6, right?
Yeah, that display of power last turn was pretty dope. I'm so happy that card got restricted.
Yeah, it definitely has made playing the game a lot more enjoyable.
Let's
Like
see what.
when you do your attack and they don't
Shen
defend, you're
definitely
like,
has one of the big conflict characters right now, right?
he has to, right? He's drawn over half his deck. He probably has Kachiko or Tanaka at this point. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy to buy Challenger.
Challenger is quite good.
Especially with Steven Sting's Keep, right? If they over defend you, you can just always send Challenger and then pull in their last character.
Good one. Uona here. I think it might be difficult to kind of find a. He must have some kind of air card in hand.
Yeah, you don't buy this card otherwise, right? Maybe he has Cloak of Night.
Could be or Sentence Touch.
Oh, walking the way is air also. Oh, cloud is air also. So
Yeah, Cloud is good.
definitely some options here.
He can hit the Shiba Peacemaker, but this is interesting. So Shiba Peacemaker is gonna get bowed anyway.
Interesting. So this is where if you have one of the big, specifically if you have Tadaka here, you're super happy with this attack, right? You can block. You can actually just not block either, and because your peacemaker doesn't, you don't care about it.
Well, I mean, there's no reason not to block, right? Because you kind of want to prevent the unopposed
Oh,
anyway.
sure. Yeah, you just block with
And
peacemaker
and
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 just
if
say
you
show me
block,
something.
you force him to. Well, I guess you can just push him out with Nergui, but at least you force them to do that then.
Yeah, and then if Nergui gets dishonored later, it can't be stood, and then use her action.
So Shen considers to do a double block here. I guess if he has the mountain, I would consider doing double block and then put mountain on a Gina.
I guess I don't know. I don't know how much I care about defend the wall, but also I guess your provinces aren't that strong. Like, it's probably what dishonorable assault on box
Yeah,
or me,
so
brother.
Shen's province lineup is Defend the Wall, Dishonorable Assault, Brothers Gift Dojo, Kuroi Mori, and Endless Plains. So yeah, I guess Dishonorable is
It's
on
like that
that.
or Brothers Gift Dojo, right? But Brothers Gift Dojo is part of Seeker Avoid, so
Yeah. It and Dojo is basically blank in this deck, probably. Blank
this
to give you a fate.
I also would have one faded my Uona instead of two, because then you can time it dying with Fushicho.
Mm.
So Shen just blocks with the Peacemaker, and then we see Nergui moving it out home.
Yeah.
Shen
But
passes.
Kevin still must
He needs
spend
a
a
force
card
still.
to break.
This is fine if you let this rake, right? You force your opponent into. Oh, is it current of Barrett? Yeah, I don't know what this card does.
That is a pretty
Oh,
horrible
during a
card.
conflict, take 2 actions. Man, this thing is so powerful.
It's almost as good as the monk that they released in the Dragon Pack. You
Oh, you have
get
to
to
pay
take
F8 to a
3
ring, and then you get
actions
3 actions.
in a row. Imagine the shenanigans you can come up with.
What if instead you just say pass, and your opponent, when they pass you, you take your action?
No, I want to be able to do it all in one go. I mean, it does have a few uses,
No, it's
but
not. It's not complete. It's not. It has. It's not that it's no uses. I think the uses are not good enough.
it's definitely not good enough for it to cost 1 fate. I think if it was
Just
like,
action, take 3.
well, I mean, this one, it has a restriction. You can only attach it to Shigenja. I think if it costs 0, it would actually be good, right? It would actually be like +1/+1 for 0 is decent with an upside.
Yeah.
And
Would you play it?
um, I I'd play it. It would be valid to. It would be viable in a deck that does play Shigenja. So in the future, when there's enough good Shigenjas, it might make a deck, right?
That's
Because
fair.
if it cost 0, it would be
It would be
decent stat.
considerable and as opposed to unplayable now.
Yeah, and it's
That's fair.
not roll locked like a new name that costs 0 and is +1/+1 with an upside. So
Yeah.
it's not roll locked, but then you can only attach it to Shigenja.
Yeah, attaching it to Shengen is a much bigger restriction than new name doesn't have an attachment restriction.
Yeah.
So Shen just passes, is going to take the break here. The display of power is gone, so we're not going to see that. Shen is down to 5
Peacemaker's
honor.
gonna get fouled. So I guess that's the obvious attack here. It's just gonna be void.
Paul Void, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, most likely.
I guess I don't know. Shen really likes money. He might go air. Oh wait. Johnny said
But
he can.
he threatens killing Fushicho, right, with no benefit, right?
Yeah.
It seems.
All right, there you go.
Hey.
All right,
Yeah.
I made a new one.
Yep.
Bye.
Hey Dan.
Hey, what's up? I feel like I'm on a loop here. Oh yeah, I am on a loop.
You still there?
What's up?
Yep. Just double checking that we're all here. So let's see. Oh, so he plays a political rival with one fate.
Interesting.
So I
So
guess now it really makes sense to
now
just
you
go
go Void for
void
sure,
and
right? Like you
covert.
just. Oh, stolen breath!
Love it. It saves him again.
Man, the stolen
Or at
breath has
least,
just been so insane for Kevin.
or at least it forces Shen to actually commit.
Yeah, right. Because if you could just send the rival cover Fushicho and then void it, right? Like that's a free attack. Now you really I mean, stolen breath and rival is obviously insane, right?
It is. It means I trade one card and 4 fate for your 2 fate
Card,
and
two
one
fade,
card.
right?
Yeah. It's definitely a trade up for Kevin right here.
All right, so Kevin obviously defends against will attack with one character because if you don't, Shen just sends the one character on void and kills Fushicho.
Yeah.
So this is
Just
super
makes
important for Kevin to win though. Like if Kevin loses this, it's really bad, right? Because he has no other targets for KB at the moment.
Yeah. He could have
Oh,
a
compelling testimony! This card is really legit in this format.
this is good. This is good. And I mean Shamful really needs to win this because otherwise he's gonna crack back. Kevin is gonna crack back like air.
Well, Kevin
Probably
could run
for
into
fate.
endless planes. He could get lost.
He could, but I think it's still
Yeah,
gonna
you
work
still
out.
do it because it's two fate airing.
Yeah. And
It,
it's 1 in 3.
yeah, obviously it would suck, but I mean, you still do it.
But if you hit it, you risk unopposed and stealing 1 honor, which would put Shen at 3 honor.
You can't send Nergui, Den, because she's not dishonored. You can't stand her. Oh, and then we see Ujina's text being relevant here, where must remove. So the Shiba Peacemaker got removed. Not irrelevant, but
Way
not.
to Phoenix! He plays way
Oh
to
my God,
Phoenix.
insane! Now Shen can't. Oh wait. What is the Kami Unleash gonna be on? Is it just gonna be on Earth now, or are we just double Earthing here?
Is or yeah.
Oh, he's
Earth
protecting
feels
himself
good.
against endless planes this way too.
Yeah, that's good. I like this play. This is most likely gonna. Yeah, so
Hits
he's just
KM.
gonna
So
sacrifice Kami Unleashed for a double Earth and break here.
well, Shen could make it fire if he wanted to not take double Earth.
That's true.
So Shen can swap the ring here.
That is.
You can't go air, Johnny. Way of the Phoenix got played.
So I guess if he swaps to fire, I guess you'd dishonor Gina instead.
Yeah. I think moving Eugenia down to dishonored is probably correct. More so than honoring your whatever Uona.
You already have Fushicho for next turn as well to stand with KB.
Yeah. I mean this Shinsei's Last Hope and KB has kind of dominated the game, like that combination, right?
It is pretty insane. It's like insane synergy, right? It gets you the dishonor token that you need, which is more difficult in this format because you can't really stack your deck with enough dishonor token generating things. Like he has 1x peasant's advice, but
Yeah, because like, so Kevin did this weird thing where after he took KB Shinsei's Last Hope, he like delved into Shugenja's where he took Consumed by Five Fires and like started going like a different direction instead of taking Edict calling in favors really highly.
there we go. We see the dishonor on with coming unleashed on Vegeta,
Yep, and there's
and
the
then the
Dishonor
next
token.
one for a double dishonor. That makes sense.
Do
And
you
this
think
stolen
Kevin
breath has
changes his
really
bid
helped
here,
him
or do
here.
you think he just goes for another 5 bid?
For Shen, I don't think Shen can really bid 5 anymore.
Maybe bid 3 is for Shen.
Yeah.
I wonder what Kevin does though. Do you think Kevin pumps the brakes and just one bids and forces the game to be? See, I think
It
pressuring
depends a little bit
honor
on,
slash
on
dishonor is
what he
important.
flips as well. If he flips an Alba artist, I can see him bidding 5.
Well, he can't because who was it? Doesn't Demagogue have the alibi artist?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's right.
He flipped another holding.
He's seen all of his holdings now.
That's actually insane.
and
He flipped
2 in a
he flipped
row
all of his
on
holdings and he flipped
Shinsei's
2 of them
Last
on the
Hope.
Shinsei's Last Hope.
That is karma.
So I think we're just gonna buy this actress here and be pretty happy. Oh, Deathseeker's pretty sweet here actually.
Yoritomo comes back. But Yoritomo's gonna be pretty tiny here, right?
Yeah,
Because
I think
it
maybe you
just
just
feels
you
like
have him
Shen
ready
is
for
gonna
next
go
turn in
air.
case you don't win this turn.
Yeah, Shen is just gonna go air. Kinda have to, right?
Oh, trading on the sand road. All right. So Shen got Steward of Law, Oni Mask, and Warm Welcome. So Warm Welcome and Letters from the Daimyo. And then Kevin hit Cloud, Katsuki's Method, Ishikin Initiate, and the 2 mana cancel. This is okay. So Shen actually has all the fates, so Kevin can't play any of these cards. You back?
Yep. Now
All
I'm
right, cool.
back.
Yeah. So he hit one of his holdings on KB or on the Shinsei's Last Hope again, and then with trading on the Sand Road, yeah, that's
Blade trading.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah, he played trading, and then he hit a bunch of stuff that's actually playable, and he has all the fates. So this is actually pretty big for Shen.
This is definitely good. He's gonna be first player as well, so he's gonna do the letters, I guess, to first discard.
Yeah. The real question is, do you send Deathseeker Air? But if you send Deathseeker Air, Kevin just doesn't care and doesn't defend.
Yeah.
And then if you send Deathseeker Void, which is what you want, you then don't get the 3 fate. So it's
It's a tough
tough.
call. Yeah. But he's at least gonna be playing out Kevin's removed from the game stuff.
Yeah, he can't play the Cloud, which is actually really important because Kevin can then get the fate off the Earth Ring and then use the Cloud to trigger Uona.
Well, you can play it now, right? He just plays
Oh,
it now
he has
before.
Ujina. I forgot. I was wondering if he had a Shugenja.
Yeah.
So
No,
he
he
just
has.
plays the Cloud on Yoritomo, right?
Or since Kevin didn't have any fate, he could just play the Ishkin Initiate anyway
Oh, sure.
first,
Yeah, yeah. Man, this
but
training this
now
Android is actually just gigantic brain. He even
it
got a
definitely
cancel that
feels
Kevin won't be able to play this turn, but he can. Alright, so we have Oni Mask coming down. It looks like
see
we're
any
just gonna
more.
start seeing
There's
his
no more
attachments.
Zero Fate cards, so it's just gonna be all Kevin or Shen's plays from here, right?
Yeah, right. Oni Mask was the only playable card in this spot. For Kevin.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know what Oni Mask does, don't feel bad. It is a seeker-only card. It can only be attached to your characters, and then action during a conflict, you remove a fate from the attached character, and then you get Student of an enemies. However, it's only for that conflict. Imagine comparing this card to Student of an enemies. Am I right?
Yeah, it's more like a Trickle Light on demand, but it costs one fate.
Yeah, one fate off of your character, and it's roll locked.
And I mean, one fate off of your character is always more expensive than one fate from your pool.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So Shen says he's going to attack with one character. That character is going to be Deathseeker. Kevin blocks with Fushicho, who he can just then stand. Interesting blocking with
In,
both.
in this scenario, actually, Seven Stings Keep makes sense, right?
Yeah,
When he
because
has
if
Deathseeker,
he blocks with Uona, you can do Paul,
yeah.
and if he blocks with Nergui, you can do Paul also. Oh, misread the cards. I'm confused.
All right, he goes there because
Yeah, because of the block,
now
you
like
can get your Deathseeker
Deathseeker.
trigger.
Yeah, so what we talked about before, right, was that if he goes there, then he just wouldn't block. But now because Seven Stings Keep forces him to make that choice first, it actually matters.
Yeah, Seven Stings keeps actually insane with Deathseeker.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Because now he's gonna get to kill someone.
Well, it's gonna be Fushicho, right? Because there's, I guess, Kevin does have the Geisha House, so Kevin can get another Dishonor token in play, but like, it's not a 6/6.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he could stand Yoritomo, but Yoritomo is gonna be small this turn. He's gonna be big next turn, probably, but
Maybe
this
he does that
turn
anyway, just to get the token onto him for when he discards the Geisha House.
could be. But it definitely feels like Fushicho is the right call here, right?
Yeah, that would be the play that I would make.
Because Nergui is tiny anyway.
Like, if you kill
I guess
Nergui, you get to move the Tainted Koku, but I don't think that's like enough value to not get rid of the 6/6.
because Kevin is then just gonna stand Fushicho with KB and attack.
Yeah, exactly.
So it looks like for Kevin, it's gonna be good to yeah, there we see. Fushicho gets killed by
So
Deathseeker. Feels like
Shen didn't have one
maybe
of the
going
conflict
water
characters
here.
last turn, the big ones, because he played Rival. So it leads me to believe that he just doesn't have it. So with this fate, he's basically just going to be playing Kevin's cards and his cards. Like, we might see an Chicken Initiate with like 2 or 3
There.
fate with a method, like with all the attachments go onto it.
Yeah. Here we see Cloud. Oh, Kevin doesn't. Says that's not right. Steals Kevin's Cloud.
I think
plays it
Kevin's
on
just
your
honestly
phone.
didn't realize that Shen could play his cards or something. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He thought that Shen just had Cloud in his deck because he's like, wait, I have the one Cloud.
Yeah. So if Shen plays Kitsuki's methods, at least it's gonna go back to Kevin's hand. But if he plays Ishkin Initiate with a couple of Fate, which I guess is the plan, or one of his own, like the Steward of Law, and we're gonna see that it's gonna be staying around for longer. I wonder if military water is right here. No?
Oh, right to threaten.
Yeah, or to just bow to, but I guess he has access to enough conflict characters that it doesn't really matter.
I guess this fate also is important because he can then threaten to play cards from the trading.
Not sure.
Like this letters from the daimyo. If I was Shen, I would just play my letters from the daimyo so that Kevin doesn't play it on Yoritomo.
Yeah, because both of them only have political left.
Yeah, and the method will go back to Kevin's hand, so that one is not as at risk. Whereas the
Oh,
letters
that
from
was
the
an endless plains. Is he gonna kill it?
I mean, technically Nergui is not breaking, but Shen does kill the Nergui. Interesting.
Yep, he does. And he's gonna move over to Tainted Koku to
Probably
Yoritomo,
moves.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because moving it over to Uona, well, he moves it over to Uona. I guess if you then attack back Void, you can kill Uona
And then move it again.
move it to. Yep. Shen first action plays Unfaded Steward of Law.
Interesting. I would definitely have played the letters to the daimyo instead.
So yeah,
I guess
maybe.
I guess if you don't play the steward, Kevin can play the steward into the conflict.
Yeah, you can play it into the conflict. You can play it
Oh,
outside.
right. You can only
it's
move
not
this
good.
card once per turn, right? Because it's just an interrupt. It's just like a normal card. I do forget that.
Rating.
No,
Oh,
the Tainted Koku, right? If the Tainted Koku goes off again, you can't trigger it.
that's true. You can only use it once per turn. But it looks like he's going for the Void Uona plan anyway, which is fine. I mean, the Koku disappearing is okay.
Yeah, and then he's gonna get to discard 2 cards with this letters from the daimyo. He does get to break Shinso's last hope also, which is really important.
Yes, especially since Kevin has sadly not gotten much use of it outside turn 1.
Geisha House does not keep the Void Ring away because you need to dishonor a participating character, and Kevin, Uona cannot defend.
He might have one from Hando. He does have a couple of one fate characters that he
Yeah,
does play.
the ones that are
Well,
left,
only the Wayfinder.
it's
I
only the
guess.
Wayfinder, right? So he has to have exactly Wayfinder here.
Oh no, it's in the discard. Both of them are in the discard.
Oh,
so
okay, yeah. So this is just happening.
Yeah. He's gonna discard 2 of his worst cards, and Uona's gonna go away.
Yeah, and then I think Yoritomo is gonna get stood, and we will probably get an attack. What is Shen's stronghold province?
How is he gonna stand Yoritomo?
Oh, right. I forgot. You can't just like randomly use the Geisha House.
Yeah, exactly. You need a participating character. Might be what Shen needs to actually get back into this game.
I mean,
'Cause he's
Shen's super up on honor, or not honor, on fate, and
he is, but he is also down 3 breaks to 1 now.
sure, but like Kevin has a clouded Yoritomo and is losing his big econ plus dishonor token advantage. He's about to lose this Uona too. I guess Shen's board is all dying, so we'll see.
Yeah, this is kind of what I meant, right? If he is, Kevin is already on Stronghold, but this might be the comeback that we start to see here. This is what Shen needed. Yoritomo as a 3/3 is not really that threatening. I don't think does Kevin doesn't have any attachment hate, right?
Kevin does not have any attachment hate, correct?
Yeah, so there's no way this Yoritomo is gonna become anything bigger than a 3/3, except for attachments and other stuff. And we see letters from Daimyo forcing Kevin to discard 2 cards.
And then we saw the mono no Ore to clear the board.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually don't think I would have played that mono no Ore. All it does is kill the Yoritomo, but like it's just a clouded Yoritomo. Who cares?
Yeah. It
I don't
might
think
be a
that's
little
worth
bit
3 fate.
overkill. At least it doesn't cost him a card. He got to do another one.
Why does he use Ujina to remove Ujina from the game? Oh, he just wants to remove Yoritomo instead? I think trading is just for the whole turn, right?
It is until the end of the
Yeah.
round.
Till the next round. No one plays this card, so it's definitely hard to know.
Yeah, it says until the end of the round, either player may play the removed cards as if they were in his or her hand.
Man, Grasp of Earth didn't get triggered once. How unlucky.
Almost like that action doesn't really mean much, especially especially in this format. When I was playing the movement and GPO deck, people were actually testing it out as a tech versus the move in and fan and command stand. But yeah. Let's see if he plays the Ishkin Initiate right now in the Fate phase to not have to add extra Fate. Or if he's gonna leave it be.
Alright, so Shen. So Kevin should definitely bid low here because he wants Shen to not see the big conflict characters.
Yeah. I think Shen is still considering whether he wants to play the Ishkin Initiate or
Yeah,
not.
I probably don't because I only have characters in my deck, right? Shen literally is gonna flip 4 characters no matter what.
Yeah, and Initiate is
It's
not
okay.
very good early, right? He's gonna he does
Well, he just
he
did it
does
with 3
play.
fates. That's insane.
Okay.
I might have done it. Oh, and then he plays the method. I see.
Yeah, I mean the method is fine, but
I
I'm
think
not
I would have
sure
just let
about
the
the
method be
3 fate.
removed. I don't know. I don't
Oh,
like this play.
Wait, Tadaka, it is a non-unique.
Oh, it is a non-unique
Genji.
Shugensha. That's
So he
actually
could
that's
Tadaka over it.
actually just giant brain if he does draw the Tadaka. He flips
Oh.
Yoshi. Oh, Yoshino's pretty sweet with Kagoi.
Yeah. Well, she's not non-unique, right?
Oh,
So,
right.
sadly,
We do see Investigator get flipped though.
Investigator is always nice. Let's
So
see.
Kevin's gonna
Actress is
maybe try and
probably
break
good.
Stronghold here. Although when
Oh,
he buys the Actress, he can't buy Aranet now.
yeah.
What character can Actress become? Actress can become
Challenger.
Challenger is currently the best one.
The
If it
Sacred
becomes
Gifted
relevant,
Toshi
could
is
become
not bad
Dairo.
either.
Oh no, non-unique. Is it non-unique?
Yeah. Well, no, it's just 3 cost or less.
Oh, 3 cost plus. Okay.
Non-shinobi.
Yes, non-shinobi. You cannot steal your opponent's alibi artist.
But I think Sacred Gifted Toshi is not bad either.
Oh sure, if Shen like pumps really big on one character, you can then send them both home.
Yeah.
Dishonorable
But
Assault is actually a pretty insane stronghold province in this because you just discard all your terrible unplayable cards.
Yeah.
Like turning all your bad unplayable cards into Way of the Scorpion's gotta be pretty good.
definitely. Just the dishonor tokens, as we talked about earlier, that status tokens in this game in this format is much more important than in other ones. Here we see Kevin buying Swordsmith with 2 Fate to get some draw. This kind of tells me that he's not going for like a break this turn. Because he doesn't have the military pumps to do it, right? And his characters only have 1 military each. And then on political, he has the Ishkin Initiate with the Kitsuki method for 3 political.
Yeah, it has to be a military break, right?
Oh, there we see Shen playing Higa Sermon.
Okay. Now, if he has the disguised Tadaka here, how giant brain is this?
That would be pretty dope.
Although he has to do it now before Kevin attacks.
This is draw phase still, so we'll see.
Oh, sure.
But
Kevin should use his Swordsmith in draw phase so that he doesn't have to use an action now.
you should do it before conflict for sure.
Yeah.
See if he remembers. No, he passes. Oh, Shen plays Peacemaker's Blade.
Oh my god, that's so insane! Peacemaker's Blade on Actress, a no-fated Actress. How? Oh man, this card's so good. Man, is Shen just gonna get away with the whole turn?
Play, but it works in this instance because he needs a guy to declare conflict with. And only having 1 fate, he can't play anything from hand.
Wait,
because
is
he
Shen just
doesn't
literally
have-
gonna get through this entire turn by hard passing? Like, was this just the biggest econ play in the world?
That would be a pretty insane play. Yeah.
Why? What? Oh, right. Because if he
Yeah, because if he attacks, he can actress
he can
into
actress,
something that's
actress
Ibushi.
Ibushi.
Yeah, like Challenger, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, Shen's just literally gonna time lock Kevin here.
Yep, looks like it. Which is probably good for Shen.
Yeah, right.
Definitely
Shen just
that
goes the
1
next turn with 15
for-
fate.
Let's see if Kevin remembers to actually trigger his Swordsmith.
Yeah, that's important. He has
there we see a Tadaka.
Oh, so we
being
do have the
discussed.
Tadaka.
And Kevin triggers the Swordsmith to get a fan.
What provinces does Kevin? Kevin has a Frostbitten, Temple of the Dragons, and Courteous Greeting in his row, and I believe Driven by Courage is his Stronghold province, probably.
Courteous Greeting, maybe.
No. Temple of the Dragons might be on Stronghold because he's Seeker of Air, so he wants both these air provinces in his row.
he has the Bao Earth province as well. That
Yeah,
might
that's
be a
probably in
strong.
row also, but it could be on box.
Oh really? Yeah. Yeah, I'd assume like definitely the air provinces because of Secret Air are likely in row. And Shinsei's Last Hope is definitely in row because it makes no sense to put on box.
Well, it
So
can't be on your box.
I am guessing that Kirsch's Greeting is on box,
Okay.
but it feels like it helps you more than Temple of Dragons in box.
Hits Frostbitten Crossing, so Kevin can get rid of his own Kitsuki's method.
Well, it's gonna put him below breaking, so it's definitely worth it, right?
Well, Kevin's gonna block. Well, Kevin should block, and then he should use Frostbitten
Kevin is
Crossing.
gonna, yeah. As Kevin, I'd probably sacrifice instead to be able to disguise out if he tries to.
I mean, like, what does that do for you? You just lose an
No,
odd.
no, I mean you sacrifice to be able to disguise out later.
Yeah, but you don't have any conflicts left.
Sure, but you get the favor or keep the favor.
Is that worth losing an unopposed honor?
No, I meant you. If
Oh,
you
I see. You just
sacrifice
don't
and put a
defend an
guy
actress in.
in the conflict, right?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But if you win this conflict, you don't
Yeah,
mind.
Dan
You don't
points
need
out
to.
that the true power of Seven Stings Keep is revealed on Jigoku. It makes you accidentally pass through your defender step because your character is just automatically a defender.
Yeah, I've definitely been guilty of doing that first action.
Yeah, because you defend, and then it gives you straight to your action, where the step is usually ingrained in your mind is declare defenders.
Yeah, and you usually declare defenders, and then you pass through the declare defender step. But what you actually pass through is the action. So has definitely happened to me before. Let's see if Shen is willing to put any. Oh, yeah, he uses Tadaka, removes.
Oh, yeah,
I
removes
guess
a whole
10
chunk to see
characters.
Kevin's whole hand.
Yeah. So we get a policy debate. That makes sense. He still has 6 characters in his discard pile. This way, he
Yeah,
can.
I think Nergui's in Kevin's bin. That's not how Actress works. Right? This is only from your opponent's discard. Yeah.
You can pick any discard pile, though, right?
No, you can only pick your opponent's discard pile.
Sure. But Dynasty or.
Oh, sure. Johnny pointed out. This is actually because like if Kevin ever got or if Shen ever got to high enough, Kevin could always grab a rival, which is more Paul. Yeah, so Kevin should just grab the rival here. That's a pretty sweet Kaido Kasori though.
That's true.
It's funny though. Shen removed all of the relevant 3-cost characters from his dynasty pile. A cool interaction, huh? Kevin could have grabbed
Here,
rival
I
there.
would still have picked the rival, right? I think that's a mistake by Kevin.
I just don't think Kevin thought about it.
Yeah, he probably forgot about it. He could pick from conflict discard as well. So we're gonna see Shen taking a favor here.
Since this
Kevin
is a fun event, I get to tell him
cards.
live how he messed up.
Yeah, so I think Shen is actually in a pretty good, decent position here to make a comeback. He has a very much better board than Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people haven't played with Actress in a long time, and forgetting that it is both conflict or both discard piles is definitely legitimate.
For sure. I mean, normally you want to pick Dynasty anyway because most people don't play with good three costers in conflict side. In most decks, you only see like one or maybe two costers. Usually, just one costers in conflict. So almost always you pick from the Dynasty.
So Shen probably buys one of these cheap Bushis with like 1 or 2 fate, and then uses Yoshino for the disguise. Disguise is actually way more powerful in this format than I thought, because of how good stands are and how little or how few stands there are. Like
Yeah,
spread around.
and here, yeah, like we see here, Honest Challenger with 2 fate, because he knows that assassination doesn't exist, or that Kevin doesn't have it, because he played it. Shen
Yeah, Shen
has
has the only one.
So 2 fading is on a challenger is for free, so to speak. And now he's just gonna be able to disguise over with Hiruma Yoshino.
I wonder what ring he goes for here. Fire is fire and earth are both
Good. Earth is good.
yeah.
Void is okay.
Everything but water is reasonable, and air.
Yeah, I think Earth and Fire feels like the two best ones.
I would agree with that. We see Swordsmith takes Magnificent Kimono.
He's probably gonna say one. Yeah. So I really like Honest Challenger here too, because now he can just drag in another one if he wanted to. So when he sees if he blocks with Prodigy of the Waves, he could trigger the duel and either make Kevin spend honor or force him to actually commit the Swordsmith as well. He goes fire, gets 2 fate, and threatens the firing.
I think if Kevin does end up losing this game, it would definitely be a pretty high variance for him too, because of the fact that he's rolled double holding in a row onto his one eminent province.
Yeah,
Like
that was really unlucky
really insane. Like
with three holdings in total, and then two turns in a row.
yeah. I definitely feel like this is one of the situations where like Kevin truly did get unlucky.
And he passes. So let's see
Interesting. I,
if
I probably play the kimono here.
yeah, maybe.
You're gonna get dishonored
Because
anyway, right? Like if your opponent like
well, if because you're not gonna get. Well, I guess he's gonna attack back with the water
yeah,
with
water
the
with the swordsmith.
Yeah, but he could also just fire ring Tadaka as well. Yeah, he
Yeah,
goes
alright,
for
that's
that.
fair.
Yeah, also good.
What does Yoshino do?
So you get plus.
Oh, you get plus
Uh,
military equal to the character in the province. I remember this card.
yeah, the one that you're attacking.
So Yoshino is just a stand at the moment for
She
defense.
has kind of mediocre stats, or Yoshina has mediocre stats, like 3-3
Well,
and
3-3-2
2.
is actually just rate.
It's like rate is in between 3-3 and 4-3,
Is it?
right?
I think 4-3 is
Yeah,
above rate
so,
because usually 4 drops are either 4-2s, 2-4s, or 3-3s.
yeah, but then you had the 5-2s and
There's
two.
only one 5-2. I mean, I
There's
think 7
a
total
couple
stats is
now.
above rate, but I guess maybe enough of them have been introduced into the card pool where rate has moved in between into 6.5.
Yeah, because then you have like Butcher, Moto Horde.
Yeah, sure. So obviously,
uh, but
so rate on stats does not
you
also
also have
include rate.
5-2s like the White Horde Vanguard for Unicorn this turn or this cycle, and
Armaro is 7 or 5-2.
Armor is 7 as well, and then
There's this Phoenix character that I have, the 2-5. Asako
exactly,
Tagama.
and the Lion character from the Lion pack that no one plays, that's 5-2, that makes an opponent discard if you discard.
Yeah, Johnny. Honestly, the only reason I thought of that meme where we have Butcher at home was because I was looking through the card pool and I saw Moto Horde and I'm just like, I forgot this card existed. I honestly just forgot this card existed.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
That was just like that meme spawned purely from looking through the entire card pool. During the draft, by the way, there was a lot of just why is this card roll locked? Why does this card exist? Why is this card so bad? Like literally all those questions got asked multiple times through the draft.
It definitely looking at a lot of cards is like there's no way they thought this would be playable.
All right, so we do see a defense from Tadaka here.
Or still considering because he's gonna get to put him down in 1.
I actually think this game has a higher percentage of binder fodder than like AGOT, for instance.
I've never actually played AGOT.
I know Dan's in chat, so maybe Dan can also confirm or deny. But from my limited experience with AGOT, I feel like this has more binder fodder.
Netrunner definitely had a lot of binder fodder as well, I'd say. But Netrunner was very different, especially with his splash, as you could splash freely from any faction.
Right, because it's just based on influence, right?
Yeah, it's based on influence, and you didn't have to limit yourself to one other faction.
Yeah. Okay. So I think Elfpower might be the biggest offender of just trash, just actual fodder. Oh, Shen's saying that he could have used his um honest challenger to pull in the swordsmith. If they just bid one, the prodigy has more military, right? So he would win. I think Shen might be looking through Kevin's entire deck, seeing how much political he could get. Oh, sure. He's just gonna use Tadaka to look through as much of the hand as possible. So he sees 9 cards out of 12, trying to make sure that he doesn't get broken here by this lowly swordsmith. This is a pretty greedy play from Shen, for instance. I think he could have just disguised with Yoshino and then used Yoshino to block here. Yeah, he has a fan still, but like it might get discarded. Chooses peasant's advice. Okay, so then that way KV can't be used. Oh right, that was another reason to maybe put the kimono on the prodigy, because if you lost, you become dishonored, so you can use KB. All right, so we do see a fan come down.
So you didn't see his whole hand, right? And we see a compass as well. So
Okay.
now still one off from breaking.
Well, it's
And
2 off, right? Because dishonorable assault.
yeah, exactly. He hasn't used dishonorable yet. He does have a lot of fate though, so he could have one of his conflict characters
What conflict
as
characters
well.
does he have left?
He
Oh,
does
formal
play
invitation.
quite a
Okay,
few,
here we
right?
go. Interesting that he plays the kimono. I guess maybe he just wants to dishonor himself now, so he can stand with KB.
No, he's pushing for
Interesting.
winning. Because he's going to be able to stand the prodigy anyway, right?
Sure, and then he can block and then stand the prodigy again.
Yeah.
He also gets to honor his swordsmith this way.
Yes.
So Kevin has, if Kevin has his unassuming Yojimbo, this could be a pretty big deal here. With unassuming Yojimbo, he could go for a mill break.
He would still have to play what 3 skill. I guess if he
No, he only has to
let
play 2 skill, right? Because
oh right, he has the
the
prodigy.
prodigy. Oh, but there's a mountain, so never mind. Then he can only covert the Tadaka. If Shen doesn't make any attacks, it's actually not. Or Shen doesn't do another attack here, which he
I think
probably
you
should
still
do.
want to pick. Well, I guess if you want to play around your Jimbo, you're not gonna attack. But if you want to gamble a little bit, you'd go maybe
I mean, you
Earth.
could, right? Like, so you disguise Yoshino,
I
and then you
definitely think you
just
can
send
do it.
Yoshino military Earth.
Yeah, to frostbitten.
Yeah, and then also the prodigy plus the Yojimbo. You don't need to do mil error Edorai. You don't need this bonus from Kaido Kasori because Yoshino just has his trigger for +3. And there's
Yeah.
2 fate on the Earth Ring. Like there's just like Shen in no
Yeah,
universe does Shen ever
right?
give up 2 fate Earth Ring.
And trigger and Earth Ring would put them both at 6 cards. So
Shen's just gonna do the attack with Kasori and then disguise for defense.
that makes sense too, because
Oh, he hits Temple of the Dragons.
ooh,
Oh, so you were
yeah,
right. It is the Earth Province on Stronghold then.
and that makes sense, right?
Oh, it discards Ancestral Daisho. That's so big.
That is a very good military card.
So now we see a defense, and without the Ancestral Daisho, Shen might not actually have the force required to break. Yeah. All right. So Kevin passes. What does Shen have? Oh, Shen has Katana of Fire.
Fire.
And he has the Fire Ring. Insane. And then with this, let's see.
Oh yes, Yojimbo.
He does have the Yojimbo. Okay. So this is a big deal here. So he's going to lose he's conceding the ring by doing this.
He does. So, but he still hasn't used dishonorable, right?
Correct. So it is going to
So
be worth 2
even if
skill on
he
the prodigy.
stands prodigy, prodigy can be dishonored. Ooh.
Interesting. Oh, he's just
So
playing it. He's just playing it to get out of his hand so that it doesn't get discarded.
or is he? Does he actually have the 0 cost things to actually make it work? No,
Wait.
he doesn't. Okay.
No. Okay. Wait. Why didn't he play Force of the River?
+2 is gonna force Shen to actually have something from hand, because oh yeah, there we see the disguised.
Okay. So we're gonna see Mill Void, and we're gonna covert this Tadaka.
Yes.
Because if you do, oh no, Kasori has to be standing to to contribute her force, but the Void Ring has a fate.
So we're gonna see a Yoshino block, and we
Probably
end
see
with
dishonorable assault on the Prodigy. So that'll bring it
yeah.
down to.
Well, I mean, he's not breaking now anyway, right?
Oh sure, so you just pass.
I think it's still dishonor because
Oh, purity of spirit. Okay,
huh. I
interesting that
think
you
it's still
do
kind of in
that.
the dishonor because Prodigy is gonna be around next
Yeah, I think
turn
Kevin or
anyway.
I think Shen might be leaning too hard into this in terms of like not wanting to put dishonor tokens on his opponent's characters.
Yeah, this purity seems useless, right? Because
Yeah,
he's
I would
gonna
just not have done anything,
discard
right? You
it.
just pass. He just basically discarded the purity for no gain.
Maybe he just didn't miscounted that he's actually at 6
Oh,
strength.
maybe he thinks this is city. So Shen has played a lot of city, and maybe he's used to it breaking on 5+5, right?
Yeah, could be. But even so, it feels like it would be better to have a persistent dishonor on Prodigy rather than a temporary honor on your
Man,
Yoshino.
this game is intense.
It I'd definitely say it's more tight than the other two. It's more back and forth, even though Kevin seems to be having the upper hand for quite some
So
while.
Kevin's maybe gonna go. Oh, he flips Kasada, and oh, he can't actually buy both. He flips Kasada and Caillou Siege Force.
Well, I guess you buy
Oh
Kasada.
yeah, I forgot. Caillou Siege Force is also sick with Shinsei's Last Hope.
Yeah,
All right. So we're definitely buying Kasada here.
it feels like the right choice. Kasada, and
This
then
Negan edit, by the way, is actually insane. Yeah,
Kasada and then covert Tadaka, right?
No, Caillou Siege Force the card has to be in play, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So any cost, so shuffling in something as a cost, it has to be paid with something you control, which is only things in your
Sure,
opponent.
right. You don't control it if it's not in play. Got it.
Yeah.
So this,
So it's
so
not
I
that.
think we have to Wealth of the Crane. So this card costs 1, right? He has 4 face-up provinces, and then he just gets to rearrange. He just gets to put new dynasty cards down. Is that what this card does?
Yeah, you put one on each non-stronghold province, I think. So you add one to it, so you don't replace what's already there. So you look at the top 10, and then you
Oh,
put one on
sure.
each
And then you,
non-stronghold.
yeah, that's what he's doing. Oh, Asahina Takamori.
And the
Okay,
Tengu
so you can
Sensei.
Takamori the Yojimbo.
Oh, that's big. Being able to block with Tadaka is definitely big here, right? See what else? 2 more cards.
Oh, he can actually, if he wants to, he can get Takamori, not trigger on Takamori, then buy the Tengu Sensei to block Kasada too.
Yes.
But that costs you all your fate, so I don't know if that's
A
worth
lot
it.
of fate. I'm not sure if that's better or if being able to block with your 7 skill Tadaka.
Yeah, I mean you're swapping 7 skill for 7 skill basically.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have Blatant Swindler, who's actually pretty sweet here too. Although not really, right? Because if you don't, okay. If you want to buy the Swindler, you have to block Yojimbo. Because if he attacks with the Yojimbo and then you Swindler the Yojimbo then just gets to come back again with covert.
Yeah. So we see the Takamori and prevent the Yojimbo, as we talked
Yeah,
about.
that's what we see. Okay. I thought because he got the Tengu Sensei, he might go for some. Okay, and then oh, I see. The Tengu Sensei's for next turn.
Yeah, the Tengu Sensei is better when you're attacking first, right? When you're first playing.
Well, also he wants another Crane character for Takamori.
Yes.
Okay, so Kevin bids
And
3 to Shen's
next
1.
turn, right? He's gonna be able to Tengu Sensei Kusada.
Yeah, next turn for sure.
He's gonna be able to Takamori with Tengu Sensei for Kusada if he survives.
Yeah, I think if Kevin doesn't win this turn, he loses. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
But I mean, Kevin has a strong capability to win this turn for sure. Maybe in that case you're supposed to bid more, like maybe even 4 to go to 2 honor.
Maybe you're also first player, so
You don't want to attack air because of Kasori.
sure. But if you're going all in to win this turn, you might not care if you go down to 1.
Yeah, and then just do the air because the Kasori is gonna block anyway. I don't know.
Or you just go something else and then.
Oh, he should disguise. He should disguise his Zentaro over this Yojimbo now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because yeah. Because the Yojimbo can't attack, so you might as well get 3 more stats. Shen only has 3 cards to discard also, right? To dishonorable assault. So like, even if he discards his hand on or discards 2 cards to dishonor
That's still
Zentaro
gonna
and
be 5
Prodigy,
skill, right?
huh?
That's still gonna be 5 skill if he does it to Prodigy.
Yeah. I'm just saying he can't dishonor everything.
Yeah.
Kevin definitely needs to remember to disguise this Zentaro though. That's like a big deal. He's reading some cards.
Reading some cards.
Honestly, that's what I want to hear when I want to be attacking Stronghold for the win.
I mean, Blatant Swindler is pretty good in this format as well.
Yeah, although
everything but a good kind of action or triggered ability is always just better in this format.
for sure, Swindler, like, repeatable abilities are very powerful, right? Like that's what we've seen in this game, right? Tadaka, like these cards have been better than just stats, right? They have let Shen come back against just stats from Kevin.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't completed the comeback yet, so we'll see.
So
He is also down to 7 cards in Dynasty.
First action Tadaka, probably Tadaka for 4. Or maybe he'll wait. Oh no, he has Quesada, so he has to burn
He
something.
will have to maybe burn either burn Dishonorable Assault or burn Blatant Swindler. Wait, Kevin forgot to disguise Zentaro.
Maybe he goes
Oh, I see. He's gonna do it on the second attack. Okay, I don't dislike this. This forces action, and the Water Ring is relevant here because Tadaka has no fate.
And political is not easy for Shen to win here, right?
Yeah, I would agree with this.
He can definitely win depending on the cards in Kevin's hand, but if he doesn't win this, then that's pretty huge. Because now we're gonna see.
What the fuck is Mountaintop Vigil? Void roll only. During a conflict, cancel all ring effects until the end of the conflict. Amazing. Amazing.
Wasn't it this cycle, last cycle, or maybe it was in the?
I think
Clan
this is a Dominion card. Oh, we have
it was
Cloak
a
of Night on the
recent one.
Swordsmith.
It's pretty bad. Cloak of Night on Swordsmith. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
So now we're not to breaking yet, and if Shen, oh, as Shen here, I would just pass, right? Because you cancel the ring effect and he's not breaking.
He can still hit Prod. Can't hit Smith.
Yeah, so Cloak of Night prevents the swordsmith from being targeted by dishonorable assault, but he can still dishonor
The prodigy, yeah. I think Kevin might be trying to go for the break here.
It seems like that. Otherwise, it would be wasteful to spend this Cloak Knight right here.
Yeah. Also, this works out because on the second attack he'll be able to disguise Zentaro over for the military attack. So I actually like this. Also, Shen needs to use an action here. He needs to burn something.
Oh. No.
Wait, he hasn't. I'm not gonna say
Shen-
anything. He's not breaking it.
Yeah.
Wait. Did Shen maybe trick Kevin into passing?
Well, Shen passes. Should we tell him that he's not breaking
Yeah.
it? Oh, he means he's gonna be dead with a crackback on mill. Sure. And he doesn't have a. You can do the throwaway action, the blatant swindler, to cancel Kusada and then dishonor the prodigy, but it's not gonna be enough to prevent the break on the military.
This is an action. This mountaintop bitch was an action. I thought this was like in a reaction to the conflict being declared.
Oh yeah, so that was actually Kusada canceled. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so now he gets his character bowed. Yeah, actually dead.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Good game. Yeah.
That was a sweet game. I mean, regardless, that was a sweet game for sure. I am glad Kevin was able to win the game because he was definitely ahead enough that he should have, but like Shen played very well to bring it back. I think.
He put up a good fight and definitely gave himself a winning shot at this.
Yeah, agreed.
Ooh.
All right, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll bring more draft games to you later.
Wow.
All right, later.
Later.